Unit 3, page 22. Read. Exercise 2. Read and listen to the text.
Yes, we can. Esther Vergeer from Holland. When 8-year-old Esther Vergeer suddenly lost consciousness after a swimming lesson, she can't have imagined the nightmare that was awaiting her. 2 years of operations that left her without the use of her legs. When she was finally able to leave hospital, she had to use a wheelchair. Once she was home, Esther slowly realized she could either feel sorry for herself or she could make the most of her new life. She decided to take the second option. Wheelchair sports helped Esther to start enjoying life again. She immediately stood out as an all-round sportswoman, but she decided to focus on just one sport, tennis. It was an intelligent move because she has been the world's #1 player ever since and has an impressive number of Paralympic gold medals. When Esther began playing sport, many people may have thought it was just a chance for her to socialize with other young people. However, with her talent and strong motivation to succeed, she has become an Olympic star. William Kamkwamba from Malawi. In 2002, 14-year-old William Kamkwamba was told that his school days were over. His parents couldn't continue paying his school fees because drought had destroyed the family farm. However, William was determined that his new situation wasn't going to shatter his dream of one day providing his family's home with electricity and fresh water. William studied library books at home, and one of them, Using Energy, gave him the idea that transformed his life, designing and building a windmill. Using tree branches and old tractor and bicycle parts, William started constructing a windmill that would generate electricity. His neighbours thought he was crazy until the day he connected a cable from the windmill to his home. With the flick of a switch, his house became the only one in the village with electric light. Since then, William has built more windmills in the village and installed an electric water pump. William's talent for engineering has made him famous. A group of business people, impressed by his skills and self-motivation, decided to pay for his education at an elite school in South Africa. However, William hasn't forgotten his compatriots, and he says that when he has finished studying, he wants to bring electricity to all Malawi. Amir Khan from England. Amir Khan was born in England to Pakistani parents, and from the moment he could walk, it was clear that he was hyperactive. Unfortunately, his hyperactivity would get him into fights at school, and his father decided he needed to do something about it. At the age of only 8, Amir's father made him become a member of a boxing club. Amir's father must have been desperate to take such a step, but time has shown that he was right. Young Amir used up all his energy at the gym, got on better at school, and started winning boxing titles. By the time he was 17, he had won the European Championships and a silver medal at the 2004 Olympic Games. Amir's success has made a big impact on young people in Britain, especially on those from an Asian background. By overcoming a difficult start, he has inspired them. His pride in being British and Asian has motivated lots of young British Asians to take up mainstream sport.
Unit 3, page 26. Listen. Exercises 1 and 2. Listen to the interview.
Speaking in public is never easy, especially if you're young and inexperienced. So I went to Westway School in West London to find out what public speaking situations today's teenagers have to deal with. First, I spoke to the school quiz team captain, Jenny Wilson.
I have to motivate the team before each quiz game, but unfortunately we lost our first 3 games. I tried to focus on the fact that although we were losing, we were getting better. I told the girls that I could see an improvement, and I was right. We've won all our games since then.
Well done, Jenny. Now, what about speaking in public to adults on the school council, including the headmaster? Sounds frightening, doesn't it? Let's listen to 15-year-old Masood Kuda.
Yes, I was very nervous the first time I did it. There were about 20 adults there, and I was the student spokesperson. Fortunately, I had prepared a short speech on some changes the students wanted to make to the break times. Well, after I had replied to a few questions from the headmaster, he agreed to the changes. The whole experience really gave me a lot of confidence.
Perhaps Jenny and Masood would now like to become motivational speakers. Motivational speakers have been addressing audiences in the business world for a long time. However, a new kind of motivational speaker is emerging: teen speakers.
And it was then that I realised that if I wanted to stop the bullying, I'd have to do something about it. Nobody was going to do it for me.
That was Steve Watts on stage at Westway School. But how did Steve become a public speaker?
Well, I got into public speaking as a result of being bullied. A gang of older kids at school used to pick on me. Naturally, I didn't tell anyone about it, but then one day at school assembly, the headmaster started talking about bullying. Well, when he'd finished, I just stood up and I told the whole school, that's 300 people, about my situation. I had everyone's attention, and at the end, I got an enormous round of applause. Since then, I've been visiting schools and giving talks to motivate other victims to face the problem.
As you can see, the voices of today's teenagers are making an important contribution to the lives of our schools.
Unit 3, page 27. Explore. Exercise 1. Read and listen.
Oh no! It's 6 o'clock! The match must have started and we're still shopping.
There might be a TV shop in this shopping centre.
There is one. Over there. And there are lots of TVs in the window showing a football match. It could be Chelsea versus Liverpool. Come on.
It is Chelsea and Liverpool. Great! But what's the score? I can't hear anything out here.
I think Chelsea might have scored. Their supporters seem very happy.
No, Chelsea can't have scored. Their manager looks really angry.
He always looks angry. That's how he motivates the players. In fact, he may be about to change someone.
No, he can't be. He wouldn't change a winning team.
But we don't know if they're... Hey, what's happened? All the TVs have gone off.
It must be closing time. Quick, if we catch the next bus, we'll see the last 5 minutes at home.
Unit 3, page 29. Language skills. Exercise 1. Listen and check.
Hi, Jane. Oh, what have you done?
I've broken my leg. Badly. I'm going to be wearing this plaster cast and moving around on crutches for 3 months.
3 months? Oh, I'm sorry. How did it happen?
I fell off my bicycle. I was trying to keep up with my sister when we were going downhill. I lost control and hit a wall. I lost consciousness, and the next thing I remember was waking up in hospital.
How awful. It must have been terrible.
Well, I'm okay now, except for my leg. I've shattered the bone. I'll have to do a lot of training to make it strong again when the plaster cast comes off.
And what about school?
I'll have a wheelchair next week, so I'll be able to go to school in that. I'll only have missed 3 weeks, so I shouldn't lose out too much.
I'll push you to school if you like.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to going back to school and socialising with my school friends again. I've had enough of talking to doctors and nurses for a while.
Everyday English 3. Teacher's Book. Page 106. Offering congratulations. Exercise 1. Read and listen to the dialogue.
Becky, you had an interview at that new clothes shop yesterday, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And guess what?
What? They haven't offered you the job, have they?
Yes, they have.
Well done! That's fantastic news. When do you start?
Next Saturday.
Wow, that's soon. I think we've got an exam the following week, haven't we?
Yes, but don't worry. I'll have plenty of time to study on Sunday.
That's true. Well, congratulations. I'm really pleased for you.
Everyday English 3. Teacher's Book. Page 106. Offering congratulations. Exercise 2. Listen and repeat.
Well done! That's fantastic news. Well, congratulations. I'm really pleased for you.
Everyday English 3. Teacher's Book. Page 106. Offering congratulations. Exercises 4 and 5. Listen to the 2 dialogues. Dialogue 1.
Ian, you're good at athletics, aren't you?
Well, I'm not bad, I suppose.
You do long-distance running, don't you?
Yes, I do. In fact, I went to some athletics trials last weekend.
How did you get on?
Really well, actually. I won my race, which means I'm through to the national championships.
Well done! That's excellent news.
Thanks. I'm a bit nervous, but I'll just have to do my best, won't I?
Absolutely. I think the national competition is in London, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's in the first week of June.
Well, congratulations, and good luck. I'm sure you'll do really well.
Dialogue 2.
Joe, I've been meaning to ask you about your driving test. You had it last week, didn't you?
Oh, hi, Sally. Yes, I did. It was on Tuesday.
How did it go?
I passed.
Well, that's great news. You must be delighted.
To be honest, I couldn't believe it when the examiner said I'd passed. I thought my driving had been appalling.
Well, it can't have been that bad then, can it?
I suppose not. Guess what?
What? Your dad isn't going to buy you a car, is he?
Yes, he is. We're going to get it this evening.
Oh, how wonderful. I'm thrilled for you. You will take me out for a drive one day, won't you?
Of course I will.